So we know right away that there is an active force there trying to tear marriages apart. And so it's wise to take that energy that we put into fighting our spouses and use it to fight for our marriage. We're not supposed to fight in our marriage, we're supposed to fight for our marriage. And it's often said that there are fights that a married couple will never resolve, and that there'll always be something that they fight about. And I challenge all of you out there, even if you're not even married yet, to get a proper perspective of marriage. Not that we have it figured out, but just that we are beginning to get an idea. We're beginning to understand more and more what this is all about. And something that we were able to discern a while back was that we weren't fighting with each other. We were fighting against something within each other, and it actually took a while to apply that knowledge. But I strongly encourage you to apply that knowledge, and to realize that when there's that old familiar disagreement or that thing, and for some couples it's not necessarily a fight, but there's that something you just can't get past. Try to remember it's not something in your spouse, and it's not something to win or to lose, but to figure out how you get past it and how you function as a couple despite this thing, because this thing doesn't truly originate. It's using things within each of you, but it doesn't originate from you. And so you won't ever win because it won't let you win. And there's nothing to win. You win by going around it, going over it, going through it, whatever you got to do. But you take it to God. Believe me, I've seen many couples go through this, and I've seen my own marriage go through this. You don't win this one. Whatever it is, those things that you just can't seem to resolve, they won't ever be resolved because they're not about you or them, or especially not God. So you got to take it to God, and He'll just clear it out of the way. Sometimes little by little, sometimes all at once, sometimes for a moment or a season or whatever it is. But you have to take your marriage to God on a regular basis and just lay it at His feet and say, well, this is yours to begin with. And this is all about you, Heavenly Father. And, my spouse and I, husbands would say my wife, wives would say my husband, but as the case may be for you. And, just lay it at His feet and say, I don't know what's going on here, but this is how I feel about it. Yes, it's okay to tell God how you feel about it. Use polite and reverent language, but do so. But let Him speak to you also. Let Him speak to your heart, and He'll tell you what to do. And, if your spouse does the same, the Father will speak to their heart. And you'll find that whatever that mysterious something was that you just couldn't get through, it just clears up somehow. It just goes away. Maybe for a day, maybe for a week, maybe only for an hour. But you have to resolve, that's an agreement that husbands and wives have to make, is to not fight with each other, but for each other. And there is a very good verse. I'll continue this in the next video.
We'd love to hear from you. Please write to us at disciplesofcana@gmail.com.